All right, everybody, welcome to a new series of Hollywood Animal. So essentially, we're seeing things. I'm going to start with the introduction. I've never played this before. I got to figure out. We don't do introductions here. Who am I kidding? But name and logo. We are essentially a Hollywood ownership company. Like, we own everything. We're going to be doing it from the ground up. And we're going to handle everything from the script writing, the production, the actors, actresses, the sound, the props, everything. The advertisement, the selling, the movie theaters, everything. So, really cool kind of idea of game. This, let's see here, name and logo. Obviously, sticking with it, we're going to do Olympus Films. Let's see what kind of logo we can kind of portray here. Kind of like that eagle. That one. All right. Can I change the color? Cannot change color. Okay. And then let's go default. And then Messenger of Death, detective thriller in a modern city. I feel like that's kind of... I like that. Messenger of Death. Stick with default fonts. Let's go ahead and start the game. So again, I have not played this yet. I have watched a video on it. Not a video, a series of somebody playing it. A couple videos. So I got an idea, but I don't have like the intricacies and the in-depth, and we may make some mistakes. All right, loaded in here. I did pause it. You can see it up top. I can kind of pause, fast forward, skip, whatever. Here is our headquarters, and all these red things we kind of have to take care of. The Messenger in Death is in production. I believe this is production. Distribution. Okay. So we do need to, but first we need to build all of the additional structures that we're going to need. So we obviously need a script department. So we're going to build this. I kind of want to build this. Does this fit like over here? Does not. We'll put that right there. So here's money's really going to come into play. 45 days. Days go by really quickly in this game, obviously. I mean, we're talking a 100-year setup. But I think we're trying to keep costs low right now, so I'm going to go with the Luxta construction. Keep it kind of low. But I should still be paused. I am. Okay. So post-production distribution are already built, but we want a pre-production location. So I kind of like this, same thing. I think I'm gonna go with Luxta. So it goes from here into pre-production, into post-production, you know, that kind of thing. Can I move this like a little more here? I wish I could, but what was the other thing? Just normal production. Can I fit that right? Oh, perfect. Okay. I wanted to fill that gap so bad. It was really annoying me. So that works. So script writer to pre-production to production to post-production to distribution. I think that's the setup. Now, the other thing this person did is they came in here and they got rid of these people. The main reason being cost. So you can see here, $7,700 a month, $2,800 a month, $15,000 a month. So like that's a pretty big chunk of change that goes out. And Rose, $5,000 a month. They went in and they just kind of cleared these guys out, and we can kind of select our own. Obviously, hopefully we get back to that, you know, that top form and get all those people in there at that high amount. But right now, finances operating at $382,000 loss. That's probably due to our buildings. Okay, no worries, no worries. Hey, I will play in a little bit. Okay. Hey, come up here. Come up here. I know. I'm sorry. All right, so we got the Messenger of Death. I'm just kind of tuned in to see. Okay, it is in distribution, so we should get money from that, correct? About to start, so. And then I just want to make sure we have everything built. So security, producer's office, and engineering. We do not have those built. So let's go engineering. Where can I place you? I can place you right there. Perfect. We'll hit Luxta on that. I'm going to get all the buildings built. And then we can kind of go from there. Producer's office. It kind of makes sense if you go kind of like in between these guys. We'll throw Luxta on you. And then lastly, I think it was security is what we have left. Yes, security. We'll put you out here. Boom. Alright, so that is everything. I think I can like move this and do different thing. I don't know. I'll be able to do it at some point. I think. I don't really know. But let's head over here. So we have this guy. Look at this. 27,000 a month. We're going to get rid of you. And then 5,000 a month. I mean, you're probably fine. But let's go ahead. Everybody should be cleared. And let's get our very own people in there. So let's get our staff in there. HR. Who do we have? All right. So diving into our HR person. We have a seniority 3 years. Speeds up upgrades by 3%. Decent. Okay. But you can see he's 4,000. This guy has 3% seniority. And he's only 1,200. So that's like a huge decrease. Yeah, he's even less than this guy for one. This guy's the cheapest, but he's only got a 1%. I'm okay with spending a little more for that additional 2% decrease on stuff. So I think we're going to go ahead and get Warren Wilson. And then this little red tag, I believe they can, yeah, they can research things. So do we want, I think we want services. Opens the services department where you can offer your employee gifts, services, and entertainment. Maintain the ethnic composition of the studio staff. Yeah, I think we're going to go with services here. So let's upgrade that. And then we're good here. Let's go back out and let's get a financial exec. All right, same kind of thing. We're looking at this bonus, 3%. You can see 3,400, 3,700, 2,000. So I think we're going to go here. Get that extra... Get that 3%, $2,000. He's the cheapest on the board. So I'm going to go ahead and take Will Lyons. And let's see if we can get something going here. His only research is $1 million loan. Okay. Hopefully we don't need loans, but, you know, it's good to have them. Legal protection. This is obviously huge. We can see a 4%. That's a pretty substantial speed up. 2% for $450. That seems really cheap for 2%. I don't know if I want to spend $5,000 for 4%, but 2% for $450. That seems really good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. 2% for $450 seems pretty low. And then he only has one research as well, so we'll get him in there. All right. And then public relations, just your PR. You can see 3% for $4,500, quite extensive. But then we have 2% for $930, and I think that's going to clearly be the best option. So there we go. Let's get him. Generate IP reputation instead of researching improvements. Department can generate IP or reputation instead of improvements. You can donate to charity to earn reputation points. Because reputation's right here. It's a similar currency, but it's more about like favors and things like that. And then you have IP, which is influence points, which is good, but in the early game, it's cash. Really, it's the studio's account in cash that comes down to. So I think having a reputation will be good here. I think we're going to go that route. So that is all our main people done at the headquarters. And we head over here to maintenance. We do not need to spend $7,800 on a maintenance guy. Let's go hire a head of maintenance. Now these ones we're looking at are upgrade bonus. So you can see 20%, 20%. These guys don't have any. This guy is 10, but for 16, I think I'd rather have the 20% for 2,400. That's a 20% upgrade to these buildings. So you can see like landscaping is low, maintenance is low. I don't think there's really anything I can upgrade right now, but let's see. I think I might want a repair crew, just in case anything goes, and then I can spend money here. So 200,000 saves 100 days. We have 8.8 million, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So there we go. He is off and researching that. Let's see. There we go. And then the rest of these no heads, we got to hire a head. And let's see. He's 20% for 2,400. That's not bad. And you can see that IP comes into play. 10%, but I have to spend IP. That's 10%. It's half the cost, but it's half the percentage. So I think I will go with the higher. Go with the higher percent there. And we can do a film lab, a concert hall, or a sound studio, which I think this is really huge if I remember correctly. So I can spend another 200 grand, and that speeds it up by 60 days, which I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. And then lastly, this is just it for buildings that we have built, but only 2%, but he has only 1,300. That seems really good. Yeah, I feel like we'll go for that one. 1,300. And then he is distributing Messenger of Death, so that's okay. Let's see. What is printing office? I don't know which one of these do. Opens the printing office where you can print duplicates of your film in 5 weeks. Opens the marketing and outreach building. Probably decent. Opens the theater management building for buying and selling cinemas. That's really good, but it's not something I don't know if I need just yet. Opens film. So I think I want marketing and outreach. And do I want to spend 200K for 40 days? I don't think so. So I'm just going to straight up research marketing and outreach. I think that's where we're going to go. So we've got everything set up. And you will see how this all progresses, which I can zoom out a little bit more, but we have our headquarters set up, and then we have our one film in distribution. We'll get these buildings built. Let's go ahead and get that time going in real motion now. Now, the other thing we can do when we get the script department going is we can build our own scripts. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this a little bit. Messenger of Death. You can see the days ticking down here. These buildings are almost built. I'm not sure. Okay, that just really speeds it up. Oh, we got a pop-up here. Bobby Martin, the star of Shining Blade and $1 Million Men, appeared on the Western Wave radio show for an interview. Some of the actor's statements are being called scandalous. Listen, I don't make up the ratings. You've seen it for yourself. In every poll, Joe Duvall in first, I'm in second. And it's been like that for years. And now that Duvall's dead, I'm the one on top. What, should I be upset about it? I'm not saying I'm happy he died, but I wasn't sad either. I'm number one now. Why should I be sad about that? Well, that's kind of a little rude. We have a screenwriter, Felix Hill. I borrowed a little money from some people. They seem like good guys. They had honest eyes. I'm a great judge of people. But now, some annoying jerk is following me around everywhere, demanding I pay off my debt. I'd return the whole amount today, but I need a little time to recoup. You know what they say. You might be strong, but the cards are always stronger. That's all nonsense, by the way. I'll show the cards who's boss. So, can you let me go for a couple months while I sort this out? So he wants kind of a vacation. That's essentially what this is. If I say no, his happiness and loyalty goes down. If I say yes, it goes up. His loyalty or his happiness is actually pretty low already, so I'm going to say yes. You can see it went right up to 67. So decent. A couple of these buildings. So we got pre-production. Building complete. All right, we got to hire a head for our pre-production. This is the same thing, but you can see how these ones are split. 10-10, 10-10, 10-10. You can kind of see how that's split. But this one right here is 10-10, which is the highest that we have available, and it's only $220 a month. I will definitely take that. Thank you. Oh, what do we got here? Actors. These actors remained at the studio after it changed ownership. What are their names? I'm not too concerned with names, so I'm just gonna hit continue here. These actors remained. What are their names? We're gonna go ahead and keep those guys. These are directors that stayed. All right, and then let's get this person researching a little bit. Let's see. We have the scouting office, we have technical support, and we have casting. Opens the casting office where you can hire new actors, directors, and this is huge. That's a no-brainer. I need that. I can't really continue hiring and putting out movies if I can't continue putting out movies if I don't hire. The legendary Lydia Globe is back in the saddle. Nearly. Yeah, honey. I know you expected me to start a new film right away, but getting used to talking is taking longer than I expected. You've got to understand, a bird that's used to flying in the clouds can't just dive down to the bottom of the ocean without a little preparation first. I'm doing a speech exercise with masters of the stage, stretching my vocal cords, drinking egg cocktails, getting that velvety voice in the morning. You can already notice a difference. That's right, honey. So please, I'm begging you. I mean, really begging you. Give me 3 more months to prepare. You'll see your patience will pay off. She is a 0.5-star actress. I do not care what you do, if I'm being honest. Like, 0.5-star actress. What are you going to ever really do for me? Alright, I just want to make sure no new buildings popped up. We should be good. There's a way to see my... there we go. Here's our actors. Decent. I mean, we got 5.9, 3.8. I mean, you can't expect to have a bunch of stars right off the rip. Our screenwriters are fairly weak, I will say. That is a little weak. I would like things in the 4s. I know it's early. Obviously, we got plenty of time, but anything under a 4 is fairly... Ooh. Cinematographers. Not great. Not great. Editors. Okay. And then management. We have all our heads. So, not the best, I will say. But, you know, not insane. Alright. We just went ahead and completed production. So let's get ahead of production. Like I said, I like finance. I mean, for $200 more, I at least, you know, might as well get the option to do IP if I want. So we'll go ahead and take him. We'll get him researching. I don't even have soundstage unlocked, so I don't know if I want to go level 2 soundstage yet. Opens the production support office, which makes shooting on location more comfortable. I feel like that's good, but gives you control over the film schedule. Oh, that's probably really good. Let me do 100,000 on that. Lowers it by 30 days, so I do like that. Go ahead and get that going. Jane Fisher. I hear Lydia Globe is coming back out of retirement. Or what I actually heard was that she never retired at all. She just went off work on her voice so she can steal even more roles from her. It's too much to hope for. That greedy little bitch did finally retire. There's got to be an ounce of justice in this business. I will take that into consideration. I think I gotta wait for this to get kind of like a script. Ooh. Joe Duvall in Messenger of Death. Didn't they just say he died? Right? Didn't that one pop-up say Joe Duvall died? Interesting. What's our tagline? Messenger of Death. Don't shoot the messenger. Messenger of Death. I don't know. Go ahead and do that. Alright, this film is ready. Now I should be able to... Let me hit play here. I think there's a way... Here it is. Okay, it just took a second. We have an A+ Kino Mark. Kino Mark system measures audience reviews on the day of the premiere. If you're sure you released a quality film but people aren't appreciating it, then you may have advertised to the wrong audience. Okay. Earl McKinney, Thrilling Crimes. This Jeanette Foley. Roy Cox. Okay, decent. I mean, 4, 4, 3, 5. That's decent. Get a little bit of XP. Yeah, let's max. Oh, we got maxed out. So Bessie and Edward are maxed out at 8. Okay. Oh, these are people that were there before. Because I don't have these people anymore. They were here because what happened is we actually bought this movie theater or inherited this movie theater from our other company or from another company. So certain people are staying, certain people are leaving, but we're basically going from the ground up. And our producer's office also just finished. 20% for 872. I feel like that's definitely a deal right there. Thank you. Messenger of Death. Alright, it is out. It is screening. Okay. So that should be making us money relatively shortly. But there's a place that's not researching. Let's get this going. 50% of the request. During negotiations, you'll be able to cover up to 50% of the request using gifts and services. I feel like 2 projects per producer is way better. And for 200K, I can drop that by 300 days. I'm definitely going with that. Yep, we're going there. But let's go ahead. We'll speed this up. Get this building done. And here we go. We have the script department. Alright, so this is only IP. I don't love that. This one's 20% cash for $1,700. I mean, it's not terrible. Definitely the most expensive. But do I want 10% for more than half? They're all more than half. So I think that's actually a good bet. So we'll go ahead and take him. Choose your favorite genre. This is what your writing team will specialize in. Or choose your favorite genre. I was looking at drama. I don't know. Did I say drama? I don't know. I think I want to go... I want to go drama, thriller, and action. But maybe thriller's kind of too close. Maybe get something like more... Maybe romance. I mean, a lot of movies have romance in them. And yeah, I think we'll go with those. These are the screenwriters that remained with us. Okay. We already saw that. Felix Hill is out on vacation. Construction complete is security. Okay, so this is actually a decent part of what we have to do. We're going to have to protect trade secrets. We're going to have to... make sure our actors are protected, actresses are protected, the things that are happening on set are protected. So Harvey Payne, 34 years old for 20%. Okay, I like that. I like that. So let me go ahead. Offensive operations. You can sometimes strengthen your negotiation position through intimidation. Ooh, I kind of like that. I don't know if I want to spend 200 grand on it. Maybe we'll go 100 grand. Maybe we'll cut this down at 15 days. No, we'll just straight up. We'll do this for 150. I don't need to spend 100 grand for that. Ooh, another building complete. Engineering. Engineering is another big one. So look at that. We have a 20% finance for $4,000. And then we also have a 20% finance for $920. I think you know which one we're taking. Really good grab there. Okay, so the first 4 weeks were successful. The film is still making a lot more money at the box office than we're paying in rental fees. We'll make a lot more if we extend our original distribution. Click Extend Distribution to keep playing the movie for another 4 weeks. So every time it goes into the movies, it's 4 weeks at a time. So you can see here, our attendance, 99%, 87. Like, it's slowly going to diminish, but the gross that we're getting here, we're still grossing over 580,000. We made 2.4 on this. So let me extend that. And you can just see our money went from like 7.7 to 10.6. So, and Felix has returned from vacation. Very nice. We just extended that, and we want to freelance writers. Opens the freelance writers office. I feel like that's something I want to do. What's story workshop? Opens a story work. I mean, that's only 50 days, so I just kind of get that in there. Correct problems in the script. I can wait for that. I think I go 50 days for the story workshop, and then I go to the freelance office. I think that's what we're going to go there. And then I think I need security. Oh, no, engineering. Okay. Invent your own film technologies. Build an additional research and development office. This is 2,000 days. This is 1,200. So I think, what if we spent, it brings it down to 960. So I think that's what we're going to do for 200 grand. All right. So let me go ahead and pause this quick. Now there is, I just want to go into each building and kind of see what's happening. So I'm pretty sure these guys can, like, I don't know, do something or idea. Right, there we go. Okay. So we have action, drama. So why don't we get all three of these guys writing, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. 104 days. They're all going to be kind of done at a different time. That's really good. Okay. Right, I got three guys writing. I think that's kind of the play there. I can upgrade this. Ooh, do I upgrade the quality for 300 days? How much does that cost? Doesn't cost me anything. It's just days? Okay. I kind of like that. I mean, I can't imagine there's a downside. I can't imagine there's a downside to increasing quality. Where is our security? Where did I put that? Because I think I need to hire a security guard. Nope. Okay. Security. Here it is. Okay, let me see. So we can obviously see the... I don't know the different, like what level 1 gets me, what level 2 gets me. But I can see I have a level 2 here for $430. But this guy's very loyal, a little more happy for $200 more. I think I'm going to go that route. I don't know, 200, I feel like this is a really good deal. just looking at like the lay of the land. I mean, these guys are level 1 for more expensive. Maybe I can somehow increase his happiness, but I'm going to go ahead and hire Gene. We'll get that going. I don't know. The only other person, yeah, right here. This is kind of the only other, but 1.6, yeah, I don't think I want to get a screenwriter for that kind of, Alright, so there we go. Are you sure you want to fire this boy? No. We're going to go ahead and keep him there, just so he's there in case anything does come up. That was production technologies. Okay, that was what I clicked before. That is what I clicked before. Scripts and synopses, we're good there. Is that just the same? Nope. Okay. Just kind of checking, making sure there's nothing else that I can, you know, upgrade, or like right here, we have cinemas. We have 91 cinemas. We have 1.2 million seats. We only have 1 released film. Okay. All right, that's not bad. Engineering, technology management. All right, nothing I can really do there. And then I think there was one more building we haven't checked yet. Maintenance, utility costs. Okay. So $5,000 a month in utility. That's kind of what can I do? All right, we should be good. Let's get this kind of back up and running. All right, it looks like we ended distribution. It still grossed 1.3 million, just that 4 weeks. We're pulling in 23%, but it's still $200,000. I feel like extending it. You know, we're still pulling $200,000. We're spending 170, or we're spending only 70. So I feel like that kind of is beneficial. All right, we have Lydia Glow back. I feel like my vocal cords strengthening. My timbre is developing, and I'm honing my dictation. Soon, I'll be a star of the stage as well as the screen. But professional growth takes time. Could you give me another 2 months to complete my training? I promise, when I'm back on set, my acting skills will blow you away. Again, oh, she is up to 2.5. Wow, so that did do a little bit of benefit for her. Oh, pre-production. Casting office. Opens the casting office. Perfect. And then I think I wanted to go... Oh, no, that wasn't the... Right? That wasn't the one. Directors and cinematographers receive experience for participating in productions. Ooh, I feel like that's pretty good. What's up to... Hire up to 100 extras per movie? Jesus. 500? That seems insane. I don't know if there's any big category I want to grab, though, before I do. Opens a scouting office for finding normal locations. I mean, important, but I feel like getting the directors and cinematographers experience is a lot more important. I'm going to go that route. I don't know if that's correct, but we're doing it. All right, so we did lose about 40,000 there, but honestly decent overall. We grossed 4.5 after expenses. We're profiting 3.4. So I do like that one. We are going to go ahead and send the Messenger of Death to archives. And we have our legal executive. I was poring over the pile of documents we inherited and came across something rather interesting. It turns out that the previous studio promised the late Joe Duvall 25% of the box office for the film Messenger of Death. It seems this condition was added at the last minute. It was introduced as an amendment to the main contract a few days before Duvall's death. No one even warned us about this. Apparently, the Duvall family doesn't know about it either. And what difference should it make to them? Over his 5-year career, the guy starred in 8 hits. His inheritance should be enough for several generations. Not that it ever would anyway, of course. The only people enjoying Duvall's money are his drunk father and 2 aunts. The box office has been substantial, so the percentage we owe him is $1.1 million. So should we contact his relatives and tell them they can start looking for another beachfront villa? This conversation never happened. You never saw that document. Maybe his father will drink the money away in a week. We still have time to pay. We still have to pay. I mean, I'm just gonna, slide that under the rug. I don't think they're gonna know it. I don't think anyone's gonna kind of tell them, and I'm gonna say this conversation never happened. My secret arose. Stolen pay. We pocketed Joe Duvall's earnings from his final film. Sometimes you may have to cross the line. It could be a matter of legality. It could be morality. Secrecy and discretion are key. The more terrible the secret, the greater the consequence of the truth should come out. So we can see his risk bar. People like to talk, so your secrets could come out at any time. The scale shows the probability that they'll be leaked. You can simply bide your time until the secret is forgotten and the risk falls to 0, or you can entrust the matter to the gentleman from the security department. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and assign our security guy to it. 56%, it stays down. 18%, it goes away, and 26% it rises. Is that kind of how I'm... Because I feel like it'll shrink down at 56. It goes away at 18. It'll just completely go away. And then 26, it has a chance of going up more. This is where your secrets are kept. I don't know where that is. Oh, up there. And our headquarters, open the services department where you can offer your employees gifts, services, and entertainment. Okay. Nicely done there. Maintain the ethnic composition of the staff. Employees won't throw a tantrum if you cheap out on landscaping. I feel like we can upgrade landscaping relatively easy. So I think I'm going to go with the ethnic competition, which allows illegals apparently. I don't know how that factors in, but let's go ahead. We'll keep this kind of rolling, but it does appear we have 2 buildings that need to be built. Built. We have a casting office, and we have a sound stage. Let's go a level 1 sound stage. We'll get that going. We'll put that right there. And I think we can have more than one of those. We can have 6. Okay. So I think you need 1 per film. So let me get 2 going, and then we'll kind of see. I mean, for 20,000 more, I'll make the condition a little better. And then we had a casting office. Hire new actors, directors, and cinematographers. I will certainly be adding that. I go right there. There we go. Again, a little more money. I'll do a little better quality on that. Looks like I still have a +1 in advanced. Our services, okay. So I gotta put this kind of out here. For 100,000 more, I think we'll stick it lower. I think there's gotta be a way to move things, or I don't know. I can't imagine we take up all this space. What more categories do we need? That's completely built, and that's completely built. And then I think everything attaches to the main building, kind of like this one did. So we should be good as far as room goes. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. We got to get the... Hold on. Where are our script? Oh, they're right there. Huge in front of me. Idiot. Let's get that moving along a little bit and see these progressing. Script department. The story workshop. Opens the story workshop building. Very cool. And then now we're going to go over to the freelance writers. 50 days for 200 grand. I mean, why not? We'll go ahead and get that in there. And these are about to just sure up there. Oh, we did get a, where was it? Story workshop. Combine genres, characters, and plot twists to create your own story. Ooh. I think we're going to want to do that. Let's make it perfect. I feel like that's a pretty focal part of being a story writer. Our Endless Candle. Ooh, a 4.0. Okay, that's what I said. I want to be around that 4 mark. 3.8. I like that. Who wrote this one? Herbert. Oh, no. Head of script department is Herbert. Felix wrote it. All right, at a 3.7. That kind of makes sense. He's decent. This was an adventure romance on a tropical island. Okay. We start the project. What does that entail? A bunch of people sit down. All right, we need a cinematographer, and we want to know if we want a sound stage for him. Okay. Get a little drink there. 30 minutes of straight talking. All right, cinematographer. Because this is already at a 4, I kind of want to keep it up there. So let me throw him. Oh, I don't have my sound stage done. Before I do that, what are my sound stage? Okay. Boom. Sound stage complete. I don't. Sound stage A. Because there is different tiers of sound stage. So I want to be like sound stage A1. Right? So I can kind of separate it. So A1, A2, A3. And then I can get sound stage B1, B2, B3. Like a better tier. Oh, we got another story. The Coin with 3 Sides. That sounds like an interesting one. A little over 2. That's not bad. I think this is our weaker writer. Herbert gets a little experience. Yeah, Walter. He just got up to a 2.0. That's not bad. 2.2 off this. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead. We will start this project. Now, this one won't get a soundstage. Because, well, I can go ahead and bump this up. Is that what I'm getting? What's the cost? So 45,000 on this. Production time goes down 21. So it's 117 days. Okay. Let me get this other one set where. God, I gotta hit pause. I'm don't know where I am. Claude McCoy, Public Relations. Hey, I just got a call from Ed Miller, a journalist for the Los Angeles Tribune. He says he fell in love with our first film and wants us to honor him with a tour of our studio. I'm no idiot, of course. Miller doesn't write about movies. He's an investigative journalist. Recently, a cement plant in Santa Barbara was closed after one of his articles was published. And for the record, the cement they made there was excellent. One of the 10 best in the state. I don't know what this asshole hopes to find out, but he likes to pluck colorful facts out of the air. Fortunately, he likes beautiful women even more. Let's choose a young actress this week. Someone loyal, not too talkative, and she could show Miller around. Drink champagne, charm him, and with her charisma, I bet we'll have him melting. Agreed. Best to be on the safe side. Let him wander around the studio and write whatever he wants. Even if he's lying through his teeth. Nobody reads newspapers anyways. In 1929, everybody reads the newspaper. Okay, that's not the route we're going for. Some items in your task list are marked with an exclamation point. Click on these items for more information and take the necessary steps. Okay. All right, let's pause this quick. I need to figure out where... There they are. Okay, planning. The Endless Candle is the better one. So let me get this going. Soundstage. Let me get all these going. I don't... Okay, so... Okay, do I want a stage or do I want location? Let's see. So I take away the globe. Alright, so I don't really know what this does. Maybe I can move a couple of them. He does like, 2 stars on either. So it looks like he doesn't really care. So I'll go island, jungle. Okay, so these are like the main categories I'm thinking, these 4. So I'll go 2 and 2. Because it appears he doesn't care. And then I'll leave these on the soundstage because we do have a soundstage. So maybe that'll be a little better. 110 days so far. We have the Doppler. We have the sonotone. We'll get a couple of extras. Why not? We'll get plenty of crew. What's the difference? $3,000. Yeah, we'll get plenty of crew. All right, my team. Okay. Producer, we have Vincent Rooks. So I think we'll go with him. A little over 4 on the director. That's good. Working man. Apparently it's a woman. Okay. To hire, build a casting office. Do I have that building? That's a soundstage, story workshop. All right, I do have a casting office in 11 days. I'm gonna go forth with this. Let me just go. I think I picked the right guy. I'll bump these up just to kind of give them a little better. We'll go with the less producer, the less director. The reason I'm doing this is so I can wait till my casting office is done, so I can hire good actresses and actors for that other film. This one, lower stars, you know, not one I'm overly fond about. Her mentor, I mean, Peter's a 5.9, so he's obviously decent. Maybe we'll do good. Lately, I often hear that age is just a number. Even at 80, a person can feel young. But when people go to the movies, their expectations are more conservative. Everyone wants the hero's beloved to be younger, and we want the evil sorcerer to be older. Just pointing this out. Okay, so they're basically saying a mentor shouldn't be a young person. Okay, I can respect that. So how about Russell? So a 27-year-old's mentor, a 52-year-old, that kind of makes sense. And we can make David the murderer. There we go. Okay, I see what they're saying. Like that. All right, so we have 21 days plus 93 days gives us to 114. The cost is $57,000. Filming, $298,000. Okay, so I like that. Oh, I have to hit accept. Okay. Start the project. There we go. So that one is up and going. I'm going to wait the 11 days on this building right here. You allowed a Los Angeles Tribune join us free reign of the studio, and he took full advantage of the opportunity. The scariest part is how much time I'm waiting in horror for today's... Oh, I didn't realize how quick that was. Oh, no. SS A2. There we go. I didn't realize how quick that was. An investigation published by the Los Angeles Tribune journalist Ed Miller dives into the connection between bootleggers and Hollywood. According to Miller, some film studios launder alcohol money through their cinema chains. The writer doesn't provide any hard facts and instead makes do with implications and circumstantial evidence. Olympus Films is specifically mentioned in this story. Why was it necessary to buy out a studio that had just gone bankrupt? Certainly not to make movies. I think you know the answer. We lost 20 reputation. Or influence. Is that influence? Reputation. Dang. I didn't realize like how quick that guy was coming. I thought he was a couple days away. Or like weeks or something. Lydia Globe got all the way up to 3.5 stars. I'm ready to shine. I feel empowered, inspired, creative. I'm not the same old Lydia Globe you used to know. Always squeaking like a little gray mouse. Now I can roar like a lion. My old achievements are just a prologue, a backstory, a path to my shower of glory. We got a new actress at the studio. Okay. So let me slow this down to 1 day so I can get the casting. AEC. What is... Oh, an endless candle. Alright, move. There we go. Construction complete. And let us plan. Okay. Here we go. I don't think I want to try to go for 4s here. Apparently I need women. So these are other film studios. Works for Evergreen, works for Gersten Brothers. Like, they're other film studios. I want to go to free. So these guys are like free agents per se. Not really a lot of great, except Darlene at 322,000. I think right now, because we're not like, you know, really pushing through this, I think I want to do her movie. So one movie is 175, 305. Okay. I don't really have anything to offer. What? Oh, 43,000 for 3 movies. I feel like that's good, right? Contract type increases a little bit. She's a superstar. Okay. She's self-important. Avoids conversations and activities that she considers indecent. Is a superstar. Okay, I feel like 3 movies for hers for 43,000. That's pretty decent. Boom. Hired her. And let's see. So let's make her, because she's going to be kind of like the focal point. We'll make Lydia the rival. Naturally, I never doubt your competence. I just want to give you a little professional advice. Choose actors who are at least the same level as the script. If the script is good, but the actor is lousy, they'll drag the film down. But there was nobody better to hire. That's the thing. That's the thing. There's nobody better to hire. Like, even if I go down to, like, I don't think with these guys in contract, yeah, I can't even get them. So there's nobody left to hire. We will take Pete. He's gonna raise. She's gonna raise. She's gonna bring it down a little bit. He's kind of at equal. He's gonna bring it down a little bit, but I feel like we're doing good. Hopefully we don't bring it down too much. 275,000, 108 days. Get the seal, and let's start that project. Alright, there we go. We got 10 days left on this one. We might as well get that through production. Oh, what do we got? The coin with 3 sides is ready. We spent 57,000. Okay. Oh, what did the film do? Oh, it went up huge. Holy crap. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to stay around where it was. That's insane. Why did that go up so much? I feel like we didn't have anybody, like, amazing on it. Just him? He's the only one that gets experience? Oh, I didn't complete that research yet, did I? Cinematographer and director. Okay. Alright. I feel like we didn't have anybody huge on it, though. I just can't remember. Filming schedule. 5 days per week. No services that I have. I don't have a security guard. Should I go add? I probably should add a security guard. Let me pause this quick. Let me get some more security. Let's see. You're only level 1. Level 2. You're expensive level 2. You're a decent level 2. And then that one film's going to be done relatively quickly. So let me just get... God, you're expensive. You're actually cheap for a 3. I'll just grab both of you. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and I want the 2 on here, and I'll put the 3 on the hopefully better film. I mean, that jumped up a lot, though. All right, let's go ahead. I want to get this set. Let's just fast forward. Boom. There we go. What do we got? So, a 3.6 out of 5. Okay. That's decent. That's decent. For the script. Bernard, who's just... There wasn't even a 3 at the time. Okay. Very good script, Bernard. Alright, what do we have? Alright, I'm going to have to hire everybody on this. So I got to keep it around a 3.5, which is like this guy here. I don't want to go that low, so I think it is going to be Vincent. Alright, Vincent. Again, we're not pumping out the movie, so I don't want to go for time. That would only be 16,000. Yeah. Alright, yeah. 3 movies for 16. I will take that. Yes, sir. Alright, so we'll throw Vincent on there for a cinematographer. They're already in production, so I don't need him. He is either one. So I have a soundstage. So let me put the main things, the main like areas in the soundstage. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll bump that up a little bit. 65,000. Okay. I think I can keep using this. Yes, I can. With the extras, because these seem pretty cheap. Those upgrades. I have to hire again. I'll have to hire everybody for this. So producer, what do we got? Looking around that 3.7 for 27. What is he? Alcoholic. Friendly and easygoing. He easily makes friends. Okay. What are you? Avoids conversations. 27. This is only 2.7, right? So that would be what, $3,000? Yes. Seems too good to be true. Seems too good to be true. He's probably gonna like screw something up horribly, because that seems way too good to be true. Here's another one though. Doesn't think of women as real people. Cop is a dude, bandit is a dude. Honestly, maybe I do like a one film hire, because he's only working with guys on this one. Because I mean, obviously I don't want him on a film with women. That's probably going to be an issue. But for 2,000, this film, 1 movie only, and it's all with guys, like I feel like that shouldn't be a problem. You Gabriel, and then Gabriel, you are old as hell. You are old as hell, bro. We need a 3-star actor. Again, 125. That's not bad. 1.7. I don't like that. We'll go with 67 guy. Same thing. Pump him up for a couple of movies. What's that? 16,000. These guys are cheap. I got $10 million. These guys are cheap. That's probably gonna bite me in the ass, but until it does, here we go. We just hired everybody for that film. We should be good. I'm gonna slow this down to a normal pace. All right, everything's going. Let's get this building done, and then that's probably where we will call it an episode. Construction complete. Let's get our head of services. Anybody in the additional? No. This guy's a 1010, but he's $2,700. God, that's so expensive. But I want the ability to upgrade, so I guess that's the route I'm gonna have to go. That is so expensive. You can now offer services such as medical insurance. Okay, I like that. Extended medical coverage, Silver Moon watch. Ooh, illegal gifts. You'll offer Lou gifts if you can persuade the head of the department to purchase and store them. Oh. Open the special events office for holding events. Movement by the legendary Andreas Fisher. Diamond across. So it's like a watch for a deal, or I can get extended medical coverage for 500 days. No, this one's like 50. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now, apparently I have to, like, convince this guy to do something. I forget. Oop, endless candle. Okay. We'll set this up, then we'll go. Then we'll wrap up the episode. It did. That's interesting. That's interesting. So the I don't know, what is the popcorn's like the entertainment value went up, but the artistic value went down. Interesting. Typically they're in line. Okay. Our cinematographer brought it down. Our producer brought it down. The locations brought it down. Okay. I don't fully agree. I feel like wasn't our cinematographer pretty good? Maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering. But that is where we are going to wrap up this episode. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. And until next time.